Palestine has long been a land of extraordinary significance, holding profound spiritual and historical meaning for billions around the world. For centuries, it has been the focal point of religious devotion, conflict, and prophecy. But beyond its history, what makes Palestine central to prophecies about the end of the world? Today, we explore why Palestine is so important and examine the events prophesied to unfold here before the day of resurrection, as foretold by the Bible, the Qur'an, and other religious concepts. We will also look at who is foretold to be victorious in these sacred texts, unraveling the mysteries of this storied land. Note Section 1. The historical and religious importance of Palestine. Palestine, often referred to as the Holy Land, is steeped in history as the birthplace of major world religions, Judaism, Christianity, and also deeply revered in Islam. The significance of this region spans thousands of years, with figures such as Abraham, Moses, David, Solomon, and Jesus Christ, all being intricately connected to its land, Judaism. For Jews, Palestine is the Promised Land, the site of the ancient kingdoms of Israel and Judah, and home to the city of Jerusalem, where the Temple of Solomon once stood. Christianity. Christians see it as the land where Jesus Christ lived, preached, and was crucified, with Jerusalem being the place of his resurrection. Islam. For Muslims, Palestine is home to Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, the third holiest site in Islam, and the destination of the Prophet Muhammad's miraculous night journey. This region has been at the heart of numerous religious conflicts and continues to be a symbolic focal point for billions of people. Section 2. Prophecies in the Bible. In the Christian tradition, prophecies regarding the end times are particularly associated with Palestine, especially Jerusalem. The Bible, particularly the book of Revelation and the prophetic books of the Old Testament, speaks of a final battle known as Armageddon that is to take place in this region. The final battle. It is prophesied that a great conflict between the forces of good and evil will unfold in Palestine, specifically around the valley of Megiddo, Armageddon. Here, nations will gather for the ultimate confrontation before the second coming of Christ. Jerusalem's role. Jerusalem is foreseen as the center of this divine struggle. According to the Bible, the city will be besieged, and only divine intervention will save it from destruction. For many Christians, the end times mark the ultimate triumph of Christ and the establishment of a new, eternal order. Section 3. Islamic perspectives from the Qur'an. Islamic eschatology also places great emphasis on Palestine, especially in relation to the end times. The Qur'an and Hadiths, sayings of Prophet Muhammad, outline a series of events that will occur before the Day of Judgment, many of which involve Palestine and the city of Jerusalem, the return of Jesus, Isa. According to Islamic tradition, Jesus will return to earth in the end times, descending in Damascus and eventually making his way to Jerusalem. He will fight against the forces of the Dajjal, Antichrist, and lead the faithful to victory. The Mahdi. In Islamic prophecy, the Mahdi, a figure who will restore justice and righteousness, will also play a key role in the final events. He will unite the Muslim world and lead them in the struggle against evil forces. Al-Aqsa and Jerusalem. As the third holiest site in Islam, Jerusalem will witness monumental events before the Day of Judgment, marking the culmination of divine justice and the final defeat of evil. Section 4. Comparative analysis. When we compare the prophecies of the Bible and the Qur'an, we find both striking similarities and key differences. Similarities. Both texts speak of a final battle in Palestine, with Jerusalem at the center of the conflict. Both traditions also foretell the return of a messianic figure, Jesus in both cases, who will lead the faithful to victory over the forces of evil. Differences. One significant difference is the role of Jesus. In Christianity, Jesus is seen as the central figure of salvation, while in Islam, he is a prophet who returns to defeat the Dajjal and affirm the truth of Islam. Moreover, the Bible's prophecies tend to focus on the ultimate victory of Christ and the establishment of a new heaven and earth, while Islamic prophecies emphasize the Mahdi's leadership alongside Jesus in guiding humanity toward righteousness. The significance of Palestine in religious texts cannot be overstated. It is a land where history and prophecy converge, a region that has witnessed the birth of faiths and is destined to play a central role in the final chapter of humanity's story. Whether through the lens of the Bible or the Qur'an, the events that are said to unfold here are of profound consequence. Understanding these prophecies not only enriches our knowledge of religious traditions, but also offers insight into how different faiths perceive the ultimate fate of the world.